Will the NBN ever deliver a commercial rate of return when it now has to compete against 4 and 5G?
Well, look, the NBN was a calamitous train wreck of a project when we came into government in 2013. Billions and billions of dollars were wasted by Labor, and there was no way to get them back. Okay, so as Communications Minister, I had to play the hand of cards I was dealt, as I often used to say, in the words of the Irish barman when asked for directions to Dublin, if I were you, I wouldn't be starting from here. And no one would have wanted to start from where Labor left us. So we have done the best we can getting that project on track. Now, it is on track in terms of the rollout. They are activating many more households and premises a fortnight than Labor did in 6 years. But there have been real problems, both with the installation experience and with people not getting the speeds that they believe they're paying for, or that they have paid for. We are very, very focused on improving on both of those counts. Of course, as the network expands, you will always get more complaints, because if you've got 3 million customers, you'll get more than if you've got 50,000, plainly. But one complaint is one complaint too many. So I am determined to ensure that we address those issues and that people get the speeds they have paid for.
Ever make its money? It was supposed to be a commercial enterprise, so can you ever see that money being returned to the taxpayer?
Well, Chris, I think there's a reasonable question mark over that. I mean, when it was started under Rudd, you may remember Kevin Rudd said this was going to be fantastically commercial and that the public would be lining up to invest in it. Well, that's nonsense. If we had gone down Labor's route of fibre to the premises, it would have taken, say, another 8 years to complete and another $30 billion. So if you think the commercial criteria are challenging now, imagine what they'd be if you loaded another $30 billion of cost onto it. Now, it is challenging. At the moment, it is estimated to deliver a return of around 3%, which is not, it is enough to keep it on the government's balance sheet as a government asset, but it certainly isn't a commercial return that the stock market would respect.
It was supposed to be 6.
There's no way it would reach that. So, look, it is, again, we were dealt a very, very bad hand of cards by Labor, and we are doing the best with it to get it rolled out. But I have to say, this is the fastest rollout of any telecom service in the country's history.
One point on this, because it is the issue du jour.
Sure,
it will be
yeah,
today. PM, so in hindsight...
The only risk you have is that I will give you more detail than you want.
No, too much detail is never enough on this, Prime Minister. Could you tell us, in hindsight, was the project a mistake? Has it been a massive waste of money?
Well, it was a mistake to go about it the way they did. Setting up a new government company to do it was a big mistake. If you want to look at a country that did this exercise much better, it's New Zealand. And what they did there was they basically ensured that the incumbent telco, the Telstra equivalent, split its network operations away from its retail operations, and then that network company, which is called Chorus, became, in effect, the NBN. The virtue of that was that you actually had a business that knew what it was doing, that it was up and running, that had 100 years of experience getting on with the job. And the Kiwis have done this at much less cost. So the way Labor set it up was hugely expensive, and there are many billions of dollars wasted. And I've said this many times, so it's a fact of life, that we can't recover. So having been left in a bad place by Labor, what we are doing is ensuring that we deliver it as quickly and as cost effectively as possible. But I have to say to you, again, one complaint is one complaint too many. I know that a lot of people are not getting the deals they paid their retail service providers for. I've been talking to the chief executive of NBN about it frequently. I'm talking to the ACCC about it. I was talking to Rod Sims on the way here. As you know, ACCC has got a whole exercise and inquiry into this, and they will be making those retailers be very upfront about what speeds they're offering, how that compares are they able to deliver them? And they'll be ensuring that everything is being monitored. There'll be 4,000 monitors put in place by the ACCC around the country to monitor broadband performance. I am relentless in my efforts, as is the Minister, in ensuring Australians get the best experience, the best deal from the NBN possible. And the management's doing a good job too, but again, it was not a great hand of cards to be dealt, but that's all right. We'll play them as well as we can.